A polished website does not equal a licensed broker. Dynamicsdigitalasset.com presents itself as a modern digital asset investment platform offering cryptocurrency trading, Forex operations, and high-yield investment programs. The website uses confident marketing language, promises of stable returns, and references to professional management. At first glance, it may look like a legitimate broker or investment company. However, when you move beyond the surface, serious red flags appear. In simple terms, the platform promises access to digital asset markets, passive income opportunities, and professional portfolio management. It suggests that users can generate consistent profits through crypto trading and possibly CFD instruments. Yet the site does not provide verifiable regulatory credentials or transparent corporate data. The main concern is not bold marketing. It is the absence of confirmed supervision and investor protection. The overall conclusion is straightforward. The project shows multiple characteristics of an unlicensed broker and a potential investment scam, making it extremely risky for clients. General information about the project is limited and raises questions. Project name, Dynamics Digital Asset. Website, https://dynamicsdigitalasset.com. Declared type, investment platform and digital asset trading service, potentially operating as a broker offering crypto and CFD-style instruments. Regulation, not confirmed. License, not verified in official registers. Minimum deposit, information either vague or structured in tiered packages, typical of high-risk platforms. Leverage, if CFDs are mentioned, leverage conditions are not transparently explained. Domain registration date, relatively recent based on publicly available domain data. Registrar and DNS, commonly associated with international mass registration providers, often combined with privacy protection services. The most important issue is regulation. A legitimate broker operating in financial markets must be authorized by a recognized regulator. Verification through official registers such as the Financial Conduct Authority Register at register.fca.org.uk, the Cyprus Securities and Exchange Commission at cysec.gov.cy, the Australian Securities and Investments Commission at connectonline.asic.gov.au, the United States Securities and Exchange Commission EDGAR database at sec.gov, and FINRA BrokerCheck at brokercheck.finra.org does not confirm a clearly matching licensed entity connected to dynamicsdigitalasset.com. A review of warning lists, including the Central Bank of Russia at cbr.ru, does not provide evidence of recognized authorization either. Verification through official registers does not confirm the presence of a valid financial services license. This matters because regulation is not a decorative badge. A licensed broker must segregate client funds, comply with capital requirements, undergo audits, and follow strict reporting standards. An unlicensed broker has no enforceable obligation to protect client money. If a dispute arises or withdrawal issues occur, there is no supervisory authority to intervene. Looking at the services and trading model, the platform appears to focus heavily on digital assets and high-yield opportunities. This often includes promises of automated trading, expert management, or proprietary algorithms. However, the site does not clearly disclose how trades are executed, whether there is direct market access, who the liquidity providers are, or how risk is managed. If CFD instruments are involved, leverage can significantly amplify both gains and losses. In an unregulated environment, this creates a structural conflict of interest. Many unlicensed brokers operate as dealing desks, meaning client losses may directly benefit the platform. Without transparency, it is impossible to verify whether trades are actually executed on real markets or simply simulated in an internal system. Weichois and technical analysis of the domain provide additional context. The domain appears relatively young compared to the grand claims of experience sometimes seen on such websites. The registration often uses privacy protection services, hiding the real owner behind anonymized data. While privacy services are not illegal by themselves, Combined with the lack of licensing and vague corporate structure, they significantly reduce transparency. Short domain lifespans and recent registrations are common patterns in high-risk investment schemes. If a project claims years of global success, but the domain history does not support that narrative, this inconsistency must be taken seriously. Legal transparency is another weak point. A legitimate investment firm clearly states its registered legal entity, official address, registration number, and regulatory status. On platforms like dynamicsdigitalasset.com, corporate details are often minimal, generic, or difficult to verify independently. There may be no verifiable company registration documents, no clear jurisdiction, and no proof of investor compensation scheme membership. Client agreements, if present, are typically broad disclaimers limiting platform liability. There is no visible evidence of fund segregation or third-party custodial protection. Several classic red flags associated with serial scam structures are present. There is no confirmed license. There is no verified regulator. There is limited corporate transparency. There is no visible investor protection mechanism. There is a high risk of capital loss. There is a realistic possibility of withdrawal issues if the platform decides to delay or block payouts. Understanding how to avoid similar scams is essential. Always verify a broker's license only through official regulator websites, never through links provided by the broker itself. Be cautious with CFD trading and high leverage, especially when offered by an unlicensed broker. Real brokers clearly disclose risk warnings, regulatory details, and audited company information. Do not trust certificates displayed on unknown websites without cross-checking them in official government databases. A cheap template design, generic stock photos, and an unusual brand name with no corporate history are warning signs. Aggressive calls, promises of guaranteed or stable high returns, and pressure to deposit quickly are major red flags in any investment scam scenario. The final assessment is clear and based on verifiable facts. Dynamicsdigitalasset.com cannot be considered a regulated broker. Its license is not confirmed in official registers. Its corporate transparency is limited. Investor protection mechanisms are not evident. This combination creates a high-risk environment for anyone considering depositing funds. Our experts recommend refraining from any financial interaction with this project. When regulation is missing, risk is not theoretical. It becomes your personal responsibility.